Welcome back, AgEcon. So that should have given you enough time to think about some benefits and opportunity costs for these three different scenarios. So for the first hour of study time, what would she gain? She'd probably earn a few more points on the test by studying for an hour, but unfortunately she's giving up an hour of sleep time. And we can kind of go down the list, okay? So like I said, do not overthink this. So the first hour of study time, perhaps Karen's gonna get a C on the test. With that second hour of study time, she'll get a B on the test, and the third hour, she'll get a B plus. But each hour she spends studying, she is sacrificing or losing sleep. She's losing one additional hour of sleep for each hour of additional study time she has. Now notice, between that first and second hour, she is going up from a C to a B. That is a big swing for 1 hour of study time. But between the second and third hour of study time, she only went from a B to a B plus. Now, the reason why is because generally, as you start learning more information as you're studying for a test, there's a maximum. And we'll talk about what that means a little bit later in terms of economics when we talk about the point of diminishing marginal returns. There we go. But we'll talk about that a little bit later in Unit 2 and Unit 3. But once you start learning information, so you only can get so high and learn so much information on that curve in one sitting, right? So perhaps Karen looks at this and thinks, well, maybe I should go in the middle and study for 2 hours and lose 2 hours of sleep and get a B on the test. Or maybe she really wants her goal. She's academically driven. Her goal is to achieve a good grade. Then she looks at this and says, I should probably study for 3 hours and get that B plus. Even if after that second hour, I'm probably not going to obtain that much new information because I've already invested a lot of time into studying and reviewed key information. Now, the benefits column is going to look a little bit different for everyone. Some of us are just naturally can study or have photogenic memory. I personally am not one of those people. I had to study for a long hours of time long amounts of time to actually get a good grade on a test. And when I was in high school and college, but some people are photogenic. In 1 hour of study time, they'll get an A on the test and they'll only lose 1 hour of sleep. So this looks a little bit different for everyone, but this is what thinking on the margin is like. It's thinking for each increment, what is the benefit I'm gaining and what am I giving up from doing that? This could also be applied to working at a job, right? If I take up an extra shift at Culver's and I'm working at Culver's, I am benefiting or getting $15 additional by working an hour, but I'm giving up an hour of study time or an hour of sleep time or an hour of recreational or personal time, right? So through this presentation, hopefully you're able to compare and contrast trade-offs and opportunity costs, identify examples of qualitative and quantitative opportunity costs in your life, and evaluate your options when making decisions by thinking at the margin. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.